Can black people be racist?
I'm gonna let Cuz go first before I say technical things.
100%. I think black people are racist to black people all the time.
Word.
I think.
So hold
Can
on.
black people be racist to other people? We can get into that. I guess that would be called colorism or whatever. I don't know.
Like
But like, can black? Because my question actually came from like.
I think it's like stereotype racism.
Cause you know how they say like cause black people are like oppressed, like we can't be racist. The matter are what, punching up or something.
So let me show you this. I'm gonna get technical now. So racism itself is a systemic structure, right? And for that to even happen, like black people would have to be the most beneficial or the dominant.
They'd have to be the power structure. I've heard that before, but like I looked up the definition, and it's like literally just if you express hatred. Well, that's part of it, but it's also like just having hatred towards people because they're from another race. Like I would say what you describe is more like oppression. You have to be in a position of power to oppress somebody, but to just exhibit hatred to somebody, that's
more so prejudice.
You could have less money than that person and be like, yo, he's a whatever racial term. You know what I'm saying? So
right, I don't. It gets sticky. Like I said, sociology major doing that whole everything. Did university, did all that. Largely, they kind of viewed it from the perspective, like I was reiterating initially, that it's a systemic racism itself is a systemic structure in play in which like white people or the majority or the dominant group of people in that city are benefited in society in like every way possible. So for black people to like be racist, they would have to be benefited in society through such.
Well, for my question, I wasn't talking about systemic.
Could black people be prejudiced?
Oppression.
100%.
I was talking about. Well, it's still like I said, like I look at the definition, it's still racist. So, it's like you just have hatred towards somebody because they're from another race or another culture, and you're like.
So can black people be racist?
Yeah, can black people express like? Is it like?
Definitely.
Racism.
Because I don't know why we can't.
Because some people feel like because we were oppressed.
I know, but it's like
if
I can't talk for my ancestors.
It's almost like if you say something to a white person that's like offensive, it's like it's okay because it's not racist because you're like fighting back.
They deserve it.
Yeah, they threw the first punch essentially, so you're fighting back. Like, do you agree with that, or do you think like nah, like everybody could be anybody can exhibit racism?
I think everybody could kind of like. I get what they're saying, but I do feel that everybody could. You could hit. Bro, nobody's exempt from that hate, man. Everybody can get that hate in the heart.
Everybody can have that hate.
If an argument happens and like
if you
the black guy says the racist term to the white guy and he didn't, then I you know what I'm saying? That to me is
you know what it is though? I'll tell you one thing though, like there's no racist term for white people that hit as hard as like N-word.
No.
Like, doesn't matter. Like, oh, you honky, you crack. It doesn't hit as hard as like the hard ER.
Nigger sounds crazy. Nigger sounds crazy. I had to stress it so niggas know.
Nothing hits like that.
Nothing. So even like, this is not gonna hit the same. But yeah, you can. I do believe you can still be prejudiced. And for the context of the conversation, I definitely think like you could just not like somebody on the basis of some cultural shit that they have no fucking choice.
I definitely seen black people say some racist shit.
I seen probably some of the most racist shit I ever heard come from black people.
Black people be foul.
Hell yeah,
niggas be foul sometimes. Like niggas will crack on another nigga because the nigga speaks well.
Yeah, I don't like. So how do you guys feel about that? Like, so when somebody speaks well and then they coin it as, oh, this guy speaks white.
How I feel about it?
Yeah.
Socially speaking, it makes sense. Like if I'm just gonna describe somebody, be like, yo, this guy talks like a white guy, you'd understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So for the purpose of like just conversation, I think it's acceptable. But in terms of like, yo, I'm gonna make fun of this guy. Well, sometimes it is funny, but like, yo, I'm gonna treat him bad, or I'm gonna look at him like he is not part of the community, or he's doing something wrong because he speaks properly. I think that is stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're a product of your environment, one, and two, you probably should speak any language as it was written. You know what I'm saying? So if a person does that, or they come from an environment where people speak like that, like if a person came from China, you can criticize him for having a Chinese accent. You know,
if he looks funny when he's saying it.
So how do we feel about?
Yeah, like, you might make a joke, but I mean like to criticize. You know what I'm saying? Like you understand the.
So how do we feel when somebody says, "Yo, you talk black," or "Yo, so why are you talking black?"
No, you want people.
What does that mean? What does that mean? Talking black. Because correct with.
So
you know?
I'll double down. Like I haven't heard anybody say like maybe it's a little outdated, whatnot, but I haven't personally been told like, hey, you speak black. People more so double it down and like
I would hear that
No.
more so to like a white person.
That's what I'm trying to
like
mean.
this guy's trying to sound
Yeah.
black,
Oh.
or a person who's just not black.
Yeah,
You know?
Well,
that's
no,
what I was talking
I wasn't even straying away from what you guys are getting at. I was just saying like it's kind of more coined as like, oh, you speak like a Toronto man now. Like I guess that would be the like.
Well, that would be specific to where we're from.
Well, that's
but
what I'm talking
saying
about,
Toronto
my
man
experience.
would basically be like you sound like a nigga from Toronto.
Yes.
And then
yeah.
around the world, or like in America or even in Britain, it would be like, yo, you sound like the black guys talk that way. They
Yeah.
use more slang or certain
Yeah.
terminologies.
So how do you feel about that? Like I
Yeah.
don't know. It doesn't really bother me.
Well, just for the conversation of the fact it's like, you know, can we be racist? But like if somebody talks politically correct or like, you know, uses proper pronunciation for stuff, where like, oh yo, you talk white, but he's actually not talking white, he's talking properly. Like, you
Yeah.
know? But then if a white person comes in and they start using our lingo just because they're in tune with the culture, oh, why are you trying to talk
Does
black?
it sound forced?
That matters. Like that, I guess that
Because
does
I got,
matter.
it does,
guess
no,
that
it's
does
super
matter
does. I
still.
have white friends who are they grew up in Scarborough, very much around me and niggerdom and stuff like that. You know, my niggerisms. And sorry, wow, that was crass. That was a little crass. And they
Martin Luther
speak
didn't
like
have a dream about this.
it
wasn't in it.
You know, it was Meek Mill, Dreams and Nightmares. Yeah.
Another
But yeah.
black poet.
Meek Mandela, man. You know what I'm saying about Meek Mandela?
If there's somewhere to draw the line, it's right there. That's fuckery. Oh, Levi, I like it though. I like it.
What was I even saying?
Yo, right? That was crazy. Meek Mandela was
fucked
crazy.
me up.
Yeah, you're talking about
Oh, my
your
white
brethren.
brethren.
Yeah.
My white brethren. They speak like perfectly good them. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like if
That
it sounds
crazy.
Yeah, I know.
Perfectly good them. What
Yeah.
the fuck did that mean?
they speak like themselves, they don't try to emulate how I speak or like,
Okay.
Like
you know
X
what
can't go in their circle and affect their language.
Yeah, they still remain themselves even when they're around you.
Yes, and I
They're
appreciate
so
that.
genuine.
Never have they ever once like they. I've never even heard them say nigga. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
not even where some people are like, oh, can I say it? Can I say it?
It's like why you need
That's
to.
even crazy.
Why
to
do you
ask.
need to?
I think asking for permission means that you shouldn't do it.
You probably say it
You're
already.
not you
say
haven't
it
been
already.
embraced in doing this. You,
You
didn't
do
grow up
say
with
it
this.
already. You're asking me to
You-
say it in front of me.
Yeah,
but you
you-
say
yeah.
this.
You want to hear it?
Pretty
You want to hear me
much.
say it?
Yeah.
And it's like, why you want to say it so bad? But nah, I feel like even like the talking black thing.
So you know what? Okay, fuck. Okay, wait. Since we're on the white people, before we leave them,
Yeah.
how do you guys feel about white people saying nigga while rapping songs?
That's a good one.
Like sing along, like you know, like
Yo,
all right,
me
they're listening to their
personally,
favorite
I'm gonna keep
artist.
it
Are
real.
you offended by white people saying nigga
I
during?
prefer that they don't, but like it depends where you come from type shit. Cause like I didn't seen like certain people like they're only around niggas. Like,
But, yo,
that's where they grew up at, and everybody talks
Yeah.
to them like that. So
They
like
like a Paul Wall.
they have their own thing,
Regardless,
and nobody's
but-
offended by it.
What I'm getting at, regardless of where they grew up and how they feel about things,
How do you
this
feel?
is just the they're just a fan of the music, their favorite artist. Like you know what I mean?
Oh,
like,
I thought you meant like the rapper,
yeah,
like the person is performing the
like
song.
no, like they're listening to.
You're in the car.
They're listening
You
to
mean
Kanye.
they're singing along to the song?
Yeah. How do you
Yeah.
feel about white people just singing along to hip hop lyrics that say nigga?
Yo, fam, sing the song. It's the song.
So you're not offended if you're at
So
a.
I'm supposed to fucking like
I'm
jump
just
in your car and interrupt your enjoyment when the nigga word comes on in the song? Don't you fucking say
No,
it,
no
Billy.
wonder just-
Like what the hell? Like, that
like-
shit's crazy.
Say yo,
like,
what about my? Okay, you seen? Did you
like,
watch
I
Old
wouldn't
Dads?
like, yo, if he's in public and you're like there's
Yeah,
there
when they have
niggas
Miley in the
around,
back
like
of the
yo,
car.
mind-
Okay, you watch
know
all the-
yourself.
When they
you
have
know?
him in the car
Yeah, I'm
singing the
talking about
Biggie song.
No, they had the NWA.
Oh, the NWA. Yeah.
We're talking about Old Dads.
Oh, yo, I would just recommend, yo, fam, just know yourselves. A time and a place. As much as you're enjoying the song, you didn't swear in front of your parents when you were a kid. When you're around other people that don't know you, you should probably watch what you're saying because now you can offend them same way you would have offended your parents
Do white people
if you
consider
swore in
nigga
front
a
of
swear
them.
word?
Huh?
White people consider nigga a swear
It's
word.
not about it being a swear word. Swear words are offensive. That's why your parents don't want you to speak like that in the house. So I'm saying, yo, exercise the same respect. You know what I mean? Because you know that when you say this in certain environments, it's not going to be taken lightly, right? If you're in an environment where people speak to you like this and this is what it is, and that you're singing along, I'm singing the song. I'm not going to tell you nothing, you know?
you know the
But in
response
that
to that.
example where like you're in the car and there's a black guy you don't really know, Do you common sense? Do you think it's smart for you to scream out nigga every time it comes on in the song, or can you just hold
Yeah.
your corner for 3 minutes? You know?
How do you feel about the Trinidad James during breakfast?
Yo, that was funny. But like he's
I
at
didn't
his
see
own
that.
crib.
I
You
didn't see
didn't-
That was in the
Same movie,
movie.
nigga.
That
It's
was,
the
what was the
same
name of the
movie.
movie?
Oh,
Old Dads?
Old Dads.
Yeah, so the scene in the movie, for whoever hasn't seen the movie, because we can't talk as
Can't
if people
remember
have
that
seen
part.
the movie.
Sorry,
you
I
know?
was just in conversation.
There's a scene where there's a white guy and he's in his home and he doesn't realize one of the items in his house is recording
The TV.
him. And he's singing along to the Trinidad James song. And he's
Okay,
like,
yeah,
what's
okay,
the
I
song where he's like,
Gold
don't
dollar.
believe me, just watch,
Yeah,
nigga, nigga,
gold
nigga.
dollar.
And the man sings it word for word.
And he's
then
going
gets
off
fired.
in the kitchen.
and then he gets fired because they're watching him sing the song. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was hilarious. The man's in the comfort of his fucking kitchen.
Yeah,
you know what
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying?
Man's eating honeycomb, singing some
And if you're
Trinidad
singing
James.
to a song, you don't
Man
want to
couldn't find the
censor
milk.
yourself. You know? Like, you want to sing the song. So I feel like, yo, when you're in a comfortable setting, sing the song.
So it doesn't
But if
offend
you're
you.
out in public, just know that, yo, it might come with something. You feel me?
Definitely feel like you shouldn't really say it as much. Definitely, you know what I'm saying? Like,
just turn
there,
down a little bit,
There
turn
are
down.
consequences to your actions. So,
Question.
but I don't even know. Like, I never really been in a situation where like a nigga's been in the car and the tune came on and we had to look at him a certain way. You know, when the shit came on, would it bother me? I feel like me, yeah, maybe.
Has anybody ever has a white person or anybody that wasn't have no fuck it. Has a white person ever called you like a nigga or a nigger?
Yeah.
You-
The other day, crazy.
What are you
That's
going
crazy.
through? Hold on, story up. What are you going through?
Nah, like I went to go get
Like you just got casually called nigger the other day?
Yo, it's
What
crazy
happened?
because I did though. So I was parked. I was parked like the like on the side, like the store's right here, but you park in the little emergency thing here, but you're running into the store quick times. So I was parked there, whatever, 4 ways on like nigga shit. And 4 ways on nigga shit. And I'm just getting my order, and a man's coming around the corner. He tried to turn, and he's acting like he can't make the turn. So he's there honking his horn. I come outside like, what's the problem? Like, you can go. And he's like, fucking nigga, move your car. I'm like, yo, I was surprised, my nigga. I was surprised.
Flabbergasted.
Yeah, I was like, yo,
That
what
shit
the?
slapped
Where
in the
were you?
face.
Where were
like,
you?
what?
Where was I? I was by like 427 in Burnhamthorpe.
You tell this guy hop out the car?
I did. I actually tried to run down the car and then remember
He
I was.
drove off on you, didn't
He
he?
did, and I
Of
was
course he
so
did.
pissed. I was trying to hang on to that. I was being a whole nigga.
You got a
I'm
drive-by
trying to get myself
niggering, fam.
indicted.
That's crazy.
Nah, but like I personally had to remember where I was. I'm in a plaza, and this nigga's in like a pickup truck, and I'm trying to run down the pickup truck because a white guy called me a nigga. And
I
I'm
was fucked up.
a nigga called me. I know, you know what I'm saying. And I'm just like, yo, it's crazy because it's like I'm defending a word. And I'm pissed off because I didn't even know people still do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, yo, nigga.
Oh, they do it, fam.
I know, but it's just, it hasn't happened to me in so long that I
Tell
didn't
you
know how
about
to,
Call
like,
of Duty, right?
I don't play the Call of Duty like you guys, you know?
Yeah, I haven't played in a little while, but last time, fam, there.
But I feel it's different when I see it. A man's telling
Yeah,
me.
that's different. But
Like,
I'm
you
just
know?
saying, I let you know that the idea is alive. The man
Yeah,
even
yeah.
hears something, nigga. It's
Like, if he
God
could,
damn.
I guarantee if a nigga blocked his way and he couldn't move, he was about to get crumbled, but whatever.
But yeah, fucking not me, but like I remember we played soccer in Oshawa, and most of my soccer team was black when I was youth, and they called one of the man of a nigger, and we got into a bang out on the field.
Did you win?
I'm pretty sure we the parents kind of like split it up, but we won the game though.
Ah, that's good enough.
Yeah, but like
I win.
some of my
So was
face,
it like
I
black
can't
parents
really
against
think.
white parents?
Nah, the parents kind of like I guess they went on for like a little bit, but then like parents and the coaches and shit kind of like split it up. But like it wasn't even like it was all the youths calling us a nigga. It was like one youth kicked off with somebody,
He speaks for all of them still.
and he spoke for all of them because we weren't having that
He
shit.
spoke
You know
for
what
all
I'm
of
saying? And then yeah, that's the only time I could think of in a in-person situation. Otherwise, like Call of Duty. You feel me?
Yo, you would Call of Duty have smoke.
If I'm trying to tell you, bro, like that racism is
You know
alive
why?
and well, bro.
It just sucks because you feel helpless. You're on the mic and these people feel so brave.
And yo, cause I know that I don't have a word to match their energy. It
That's what I
gets
was
me
trying to
hot.
tell you, man.
Yo,
We
maybe
don't-
that's it, you know.
No,
enough
no,
times
no.
I
It's
just-
2024. It's really like if we would have made it by now if there was a
We
word for
would've.
them.
There's no
Niggas haven't
word.
evolved enough.
Cause yo, the
We
word
haven't
comes from
evolved.
history. You can't change history, fam. They got one up on the man in history. You
Yeah,
feel me?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
That's why it burns. It's not because it's just a word. It's like, fam, you guys are calling him that while we're slaves. So
Did you ever see that like that Godfrey interview where he's like, yo, white people, they're so racist, man. They're so creative with their racism. He's like, they have such fucked up things to say to us. He's like, look at you, you fucking spear chucker. I'm like, yo, he's like, what was the other one? Like cotton picker. Like, bro, their comebacks for us are pretty.
Nah, they're just that. They're just like that.
comeback, they're not making it up, fam. Like
They're
it
looking at the-
happened.
yeah,
you feel me? That's
like-
the difference. It's not
Like,
like
Spear
we gotta
Chucker
just
is
say shit like we
crazy,
don't
bro.
rate you. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
it's not
yeah.
like
Gotta let the man know you don't eat.
The man don't have the historical
because you
one up, so it's
unseasoned
like-
food eating fucking the Cretan.
Yeah, it doesn't even hit the same.
It doesn't hit the same. Look how much words I
sometimes
do.
it's just inappropriate. Like white people don't even do nothing. It's like, yo, your food's not seasoned. Like, fam, he just showed up for work. Like he didn't even say, and he said hi. Like, you know?
Yeah.